Welcome to Hypnosis Health Info. I'm Roger Moore. Had a lot of questions and comments lately again about the Hypnosis in 1 minute technique and how you use it and actually even why you'd use it. And so I'll start with the why. It's really quite simple. Most of us don't have time to listen to a 30-minute hypnosis CD every day. In fact, most of us don't have time, or certainly don't make the time, to use self-hypnosis for 15 or 20 minutes several times a day, every day. I get excited if I get in one 15 or 20-minute session an entire week. It's kind of like going to Maui. But every day I have multiple opportunities to take a minute. Sometimes I've expanded to 2 or 3 minutes, but I certainly always have time for a minute. So I encourage all my clients to learn how to do it in a minute. That way they never have the excuse, I didn't have time. Now the technique itself is really quite simple. It's also very powerful. But what you do is you want to create some sort of anchor. And I always tell people use their index finger, but you could actually squeeze your fist. You could tap your fist like that. You could tap your toe or some other sort of physical anchor to your body that it's time to shut off the lights, that it's time to relax. And when you shut off your light switch, you could imagine an endless staircase or elevator or escalator of relaxation. Or you could imagine a rope unbraiding, or perhaps a pebble drifting down through the water as you go more and more relaxed. And you want to take yourself to some very relaxing place. I always suggest that perhaps it be someplace outdoors. You don't even ever have to have really been there, but just someplace that you can imagine that would be truly relaxing. I generally go to one of two places. Most of the time I go to a beach on Maui, but often I go back to many years ago when I had a power boat on the Mississippi River, and it was one August we took a boat trip from 500 miles from Prescott, Wisconsin all the way to Hannibal, Missouri and back. And it was hot, it was humid, and we'd get up early in the morning and we'd head out of the slip about 5:30 in the morning, and we'd glide down that river, and the Mississippi River would be just like glass. And we'd be up there in the flybridge in that warm summer air, sipping our coffee, pack-a-bell playing, we'd watch the herons and the other birds, and it was absolutely the most peaceful, the most relaxing. It was just a glorious time of day. And I take myself on that boat for 1 minute. Now for our purposes, a minute isn't necessarily 60 seconds. You want to, somewhere around 55 seconds to 65 seconds is a good time frame. 30 seconds is pretty short, minute and a half getting kind of long, so aim for 55 to 65 seconds. So you're going to shut off your light switch, you're going to take yourself to your very safe and very peaceful, relaxing place. And if you've ever had the experience of waking up before your alarm clock goes off, same concept. You ask your unconscious mind to let you know when a minute is up, and you turn on your light switch. So when you're first learning how to do this, you look at your watch or your cell phone and something that shows you minutes and seconds. You see where the minutes are, the seconds are, you shut off your light switch, take yourself to a relaxing place. When you think a minute is up, you turn on your light switch and look to see how close to a minute you came. And again, the reason for a minute is just simply so you never have the excuse, I didn't have time. You're about to go into a meeting to the boss's office, you just barely have enough time to run to the restroom. Well, while you're there, you can take a minute and still be in the boss's office on time for your meeting. Now, I recommend that you do this 5 times a day. And it's important that you hook it or anchor it to other activities that you're already doing, or otherwise you're going to crawl in bed at night and go, oh shoot, I forgot to do my 1 minutes. Great hooks, great anchors, are things like either just before or just after you brush your teeth in the morning. Breakfast, mid-morning snack, lunch, afternoon snacks, dinner, teeth brushing at night, bedtime are all great hooks, great anchors. Some people have hooked it or anchored it to before they get out of the car in the parking lot and walk in the office in the morning, or before they get out of the car in the garage at night and walk in the house. Well, that works really wonderfully, on their work days like Monday through Friday. But on their days off, or when they're truly on Maui, then they fall apart because they're not going into the office, or they're not getting out of the car and walking into the house. So things like teeth brushing, whether you're doing it at 5 a.m. on a Monday morning or 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Either way, hopefully you get up and brush your teeth. So look for things like that that you're going to do every day of your life, and whether you're at home or whether you're perhaps on Maui.